The River Trent is now officially in open water for migrating fish to pass through smoothly and complete their life cycles. These fish are making a splash in our waters as the new £12 million new pass enables them to swim through the chambers. As part of a plan to enable our aquatic friends to travel across the country safely during their migrating process and ultimately to breed. Matt Buck, who's Fisheries Technical Specialist for the Environment Agency, says the river barrier here in Notts is the biggest blockage to fish migration in the country, so opening it up will have a huge positive impact.
Along the River Trent there's a number of barriers to fish migration, and the one behind us here at Colwick Sluices is the biggest barrier to fish migration in England. There's been some species like salmon returning to the River Trent, but as each of the barriers, the weirs, have caused a significant delay to their migration, and they can only have very small windows to migrate, maybe in very high flow, sort of flood flows. So by putting a fish pass here, fish can move much quicker upriver and conserve a lot of energy. So when they're getting to the headwaters, the eggs are in much better condition, they can lay them down, and much better chance of young fish surviving and then sustainable populations going forward.
It's not just about opening up our waterways that will mean fish can swim at ease. The speed of the water flow has to be just right to entice them to use the pass too.
You need to have enough flow going through it to attract the fish. So there's around about 4 cubic metres of water a second going down the fish pass. And through the gaps in the weirs you see behind us in the fish pass, it slows the water down to around about 2 metres a second or below, which is a maximum ability of some of the poorest swimming species to be able to swim up through the pass. For a species like salmon, that's very easy, but for some of the smaller species, say a bream, that's sort of the maximum really you need it to be.
Councillor Sam Lux from Nottingham City Council came along for the grand opening and says they expect it to bring in millions of pounds worth in environmental benefits for local residents.
It's projected to bring in around £18 million of environmental benefits or more, so that's going to sort of materialise over time, and hopefully it will increase our sort of reputation as an environmental leader in the country.
Thanks to facilities like this, there could be plenty more fish in the sea. Guerrero for Notts TV.